We are with Kelly Reardon, a senior member of the Eastern Connecticut women's basketball team. Eastern Connecticut looking to get its 2017-18 season underway on Saturday, November 18th. In the 37th Eastern Connecticut tip-off tournament, the Warriors will take on Trinity College at 5:30 in their season opener. Kel, you're one of the two seniors on the team. It had to be a little bit strange. The last three pre-seasons, you come in with a lot of familiar faces, you know. Lexis Foster, Julia DePoy, Jordan Nappy. You come in this year and a lot of those people are gone. What was the feel like in the beginning of pre-season?
At the beginning of preseason, it was a lot different considering we only had two seniors this year, and then me being the only one who really got playing time, especially last year. And then you look and you got Kelsey, who got hurt last year. Yeah, Kelsey Santagata. And so she got a little playing time. She started as well, so I have her to look next to. And then you got Maya and then Lizzie, and they both came off the bench. And they're young. They're only sophomores, so it was a bit different. But when you're playing with them, you wouldn't even think that they're sophomores out there. They play like 100% every single play, and so our team's definitely a little different this year because we are so young and we don't have a lot of seniors, but you wouldn't even realize it.
Well, your inside game, especially with Lexis having a phenomenal year, and with Kelsey, it was a very strong inside game. How will that change this year? What kind of a team will it be?
We'll probably be this season will probably be a fast-paced team. Definitely we'll get it inside just because Maya's a powerhouse and Kelsey and her work extremely well together. So we got some plays to set them up and get them going a little bit, but I can definitely see us being a running team, a fast-paced team, and not like used to be. Like, we're definitely going to be a different team this year. You'll see.
Is your role changed? Do you think out of necessity at all this year you'll need to be more of a scorer?
Yeah, as being a senior this year, I can definitely see myself putting up more points when the time needs. I'm always a pass first type of point guard, and I'm always going to get that. But this year I have Julie Jordan and Sabrina Lemire, and they're both great point guards and guards, and definitely they can give me the ball as much as I can give them. So I think we're going to have a lot of scoring throughout the whole team this year, not just three players, too. All of us are definitely going to put up some numbers this year.
So you had a lot of freshmen last year, or a number of freshmen last year. They didn't really play that much. You know, usually your head coach goes with a nucleus of about 8, and you had a number of freshmen that didn't really play much. But talk about some of those kids that are now sophomores and how much they've improved.
Oh, yeah. So this year, if you look at this year, Julie Jordan's coming. She didn't even play last year, and this year she's going to be one of our
Didn't play much.
She didn't play much.
She was on the team.
Yeah.
And this year what?
Yeah, she's going to come and probably start this year, and going to bring us so much fire to the floor and push the ball and score. And she's a great player. She worked extremely hard this offseason and preseason as well, and she definitely put in work in to be in the spot she is. And then we have Tara. And
Coach Arena,
and she's gonna come off the bench as well. And she didn't play as much last year, but this year she worked on her shot, and she can hit a shot from any point of the key at all. She's got a good shot this year. And then you have Sabrina again, who she played my backup for me, and she did well as well. So when she comes off the bench this year for me, she's gonna bring just as much energy as she did last year.
And Lizzie Critella will take on more of a starting role this year?
Oh, yeah. Lizzie Critella, she will play. She'll start as well. She didn't start last year.
She played some.
But she played a lot, and she's going to start this year. And she just radiates confidence on the court, and she'll definitely be a big leader for us.
Do you see a big difference in people like, you saw these sophomores last year as freshmen, and do you see a major transformation in them after just 1 year?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. It was crazy. I came back this preseason and I was just looking at everyone and I was like, wow, everyone's ready to play this year. Like everyone has this confidence and they're all for it 100%, and we were putting in work in. The first day we moved in, we were up in the gym just shooting around and even just playing pickup, and definitely everyone's ready to step up and take on roles just because last year they didn't have much of a role, and this year, you know what, they're like, let's do it, let's play, and they have to, you know, and I'm right there with them. They got my back, I got theirs, so we're excited.
Well, it's do or die. I mean, there's going to be so much emphasis on the younger players, players that maybe haven't been proven, but it doesn't mean they can't play.
Oh, no, not at all. Yeah, everyone can play on our team. It's just the time that we needed them is this year. Like, you know, they got their how to get acclimated with the tradition of Eastern and how to play and seeing the court a little bit. And then this year they know what to expect. They're gonna be ready when the time comes.
You've been on 3 teams that have won Little East regular season titles. 2 of them won the playoff championship, and all 3 got to the finals. What kind of an ending would that be for you and for the other senior, Emily Menendez, about to win? What would it be like to win 4 Little East in a row?
Yeah, me and Emily were just talking about that, and one of our goals was for this season was definitely to win regular season 4 years in a row, because we worked hard all 4 years and we put in our time and we contributed our freshman year, our sophomore year, our junior year, and now we're like, all right, this is our time now to win 4 years in a row. And I know, like, if we win that, like, we're just gonna be like, yeah, we did that. It
Which
would
is
be
a major thing. And we've never gone to 4 NCAAs in a row either.
No, yeah, and that'd be a good thing if we got another bid, and if we win LECs, we get that automatic bid. So hopefully we will be doing that this year. I can see positive things in our future for us, for sure.
Well, you guys won 3 years in a row, and then you lost, 3 major players, and suddenly you're ranked 4th in the Little East preseason poll. Why would teams? Well, obviously, opposing coaches are taking you guys lightly.
Yeah. And I think they take us lightly every year, to be honest.
I think they do too.
Yeah. So I remember my freshman year, I was like, I'm not happy with that pick either. And I think we got 4th my freshman year too. And then last year we got another low pick. And I think it just motivates us in the end. And we see that and we're like 4th, like that, we should be 2, at least 1. And I think when teams realize that we aren't 4th, they're going to be ready to. They should be ready to play us, because it only motivates us more to be a better team and to show LEC why we should be ranked 1, not 4th, after we just went to the championship.
Yeah,
it's kind of a low blow, but that's what that's what gives us some fire.
You guys might need that fire. Who wants to be number 1? Everyone's expecting you to win, so all you can do is win.
Yeah,
and they're expecting it.
Yeah. I think it's good to be the underdogs, and it's good to be such a young team to show people that, we can do this. It doesn't matter as long as we play basketball. And I think we play basketball really well on this team.
Do players talk much about preseason rankings?
We talk a little amongst ourselves, but it's not really a big thing.
Yeah,
we just kind of see it, and we're like 4th, like, all right, and we get in the gym and we're like, well, we're not 4th, and then it just, again, only adds like fire to our fuel, or fuel to our fire.
Well, how ready are you guys for the regular season? I mean, I don't know what you think, but it seems like preseason in basketball is just way too long. You guys, you had 2 scrimmages, but you guys must just be ready to get going.
Oh yeah, for sure. Preseason, like I said, there is no off season in basketball, and first day of school, August 28th. When are we playing pickup? When's lift? And so I think it's time. We're ready now. The preseason is over basically, and we're like, all right, let's play someone new. Like, let's get out there, let's show what we've been working on since last year, and see all these new people play, and it's definitely going to be exciting to watch.
Is there any way to predict, would any outcome in your first game on the November 18th, would any outcome surprise you? Because it's such a new team, and I mean, win, lose, or somewhere in the middle, I don't think you're going to be really surprised, are you?
Yeah, no, we're definitely not going to be surprised. It's going to be interesting for sure, but I feel like we're ready to play a team, and if we win by 20, like, all right, we're going to be a good team, and if we lose by 20, all right, we got some work to do. Then we realize, like, we know, all right, we're not that good, let's get to work, And it's a long season. Preseason just kind of is getting us ready to see what's really out there, and now it's, like, time to put it to use, and I think it's going to be, we're going to win by 20. I can see that.
It wouldn't be surprising at all.
No.
And that would be against Trinity.
Yes, yeah.
It should be a good matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good matchup with Trinity. I'm excited to play that game. I think it's going to be down to the last wire, actually, and whoever's going to work hard the most is definitely going to pull it off.
Well, what you said is if the team lost by 20, then you just put your heads down and say, we got work to do.
Yeah.
So it sounds like this might be a hardworking and a very resilient group of players.
Yeah, definitely. We're very versatile, and we could play 5 guards, we could play 3 guards. It doesn't really matter. I feel like everyone that plays steps on the court and plays with all their heart and really wants to win and show like Eastern is a good team.
We talked about this a little bit beforehand. Talk about how, I mean, you have a very grueling non-conference schedule. I mean, early in the first semester you play Amherst, which was undefeated and won the Nationals. You got Williams, then you go to, on your winter trip, you play Milliken and Whitewater, 2 solid Midwest teams. How does a real difficult non-conference schedule get you ready for the regular Little East schedule?
Coach always schedules our hard out-of-conference games, like in the NESCAC, like our first real game is against Amherst, and it only gets us better to play our conference teams, and we realize these are really, really good teams, so let's work on it and let's get something out of it instead of all right, yeah, we might lose, but no, let's work. So then we can come back to our conference teams and be okay, we just worked this hard, we played a great team, so let's put it to use now. Instead of playing teams you could just kind of walk over, you're up 40. It's not really fun to play. You definitely learn something more from playing these hard teams, so I respect that Coach puts us at a harder level of play.
Well, we talked about you being fourth in the conference. Do you think there is a team up top that is definitely the team to beat in the conference, or is it a very balanced conference?
This year it's pretty balanced, but I know our top spot is really aiming for UMass Dartmouth right now, just because they got a lot of size, and we're big, but they definitely have more size than us. So I know we're really focusing on boxing out more, so it doesn't really matter the size difference, and we're working on fundamentals, but definitely Dartmouth is going to be the team to beat this year for sure.
Okay, so the Warriors open up their 2017-18 season on November 18th. They're going to be playing Trinity College in the opening round of the Eastern Connecticut Tip-Off Tournament at 5:30 at Geisler Gymnasium. Kel, thanks for being with me and good luck this year.
Thank you.